Which function is the inverse of the function f if the domain of f is x is greater than or equal to 0? And our function is f of x equals x squared plus 6. By the way, the domain in here is important, but it won't stop you from getting the right answer, especially when it comes to a multiple choice answer. If I can, I'm going to try to show you something on Desmos, just so you know what if the domain is x is greater than or equal to 0 means. But when we start this problem, once again, I have it on my paper. First things first, we're going to rewrite f of x as y equals x squared plus 6. And then what happens is we're going to switch the x and the y. So x goes here, y goes there. Notice nothing else switches. So now it becomes x equals y squared plus 6. And what we want to do is we want to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. We get x minus 6 equals y squared. And we need to undo the square. So we're going to take the square root. I had to pause the video for a second. So again, what I'm doing is I'm taking the square root of the right side. So I also have to take the square root of the left side. I'm taking the square root because we have to undo the squared. So when we take the square root of both sides, we get y equals the square root of x minus 6, which does happen to be the answer here. So it's going to be that, the bottom choice on there. But I do want to show you something, and it's going to be easier said than done on Desmos because I have to do it on the computer. I can't do it on the iPad. But what we're doing here, as I flip over to Desmos, it turns out that I cannot do what I wanted to do. So I cannot show you completely on the iPad. But here is the picture of x squared plus 6. And what happens is if you're dealing with x is greater than or equal to 0, you're only dealing with this portion of the graph. And you can type that into Desmos, but I cannot get it on my iPad because what you need to type into Desmos is you type in x squared plus 6, which by the way is the original problem. You don't have to type in y equals, but you can. And then if you type in your squiggly parentheses x greater than or equal to 0, then Desmos will graph just that part of the function. I'm really sorry. I thought I could pull it up on the computer as well, but that was not working. But luckily you don't need that to do the problem. It was just something a little bit extra that I wanted to show you.